Jimmy McLean, how has it taken so long for you to pop in here and talk to us?
Well, friend, I was just waiting for that invitation. I got it most recently, so I pitter-pattered and I got at her and I headed on over.
Today's the day.
Today is the day.
So people will know Jimmy McLean from Flossie's. People will know Jimmy McLean as the in-game host of the Belleville Senators. And they may not know Jimmy McLean as a member of the staff of Gift from the Heart.
That is correct. Jimmy wears many hats, and most recently I have joined Bev Woods and Gift from the Heart charity here in Bay of Quinte, and it's been wonderful, and I'm really happy to be here to discuss some of the things that we got going on for the Bay of Quinte. And the first one's just around the corner, folks. Gift from the Heart has secured title sponsorship with the Belleville Senators Friday, March the 22nd for the inaugural Oral Healthcare Awareness Night, which is a really big deal, which is going to set off a wonderful campaign of awareness that Gift from the Heart is going to be initiating, leading us right through the summer. Some of the other wonderful things that we have heading into the amazing race in September, and not to mention a couple of other things we got up our sleeve as well.
Nice stuff. This is kind of where two of your worlds collide, you know, your work with the Belleville Senators and, of course, Gift from the Heart. So that game's coming up. What's today? The 8th. This is like 2 weeks?
Couple of weeks, yeah. It's just around the corner. Like, when magic happens, it tends to happen quickly. So, this is something that was just secured last week. And the hope and the goal here is just to get this information to as many like-minded individuals, people who care about our community members and maybe want to help support some awareness for oral health care in our community. We're really trying to put some awareness and understanding to who it is that is accessing these types of programs. Our mission is to help relieve pain from the underserved members of our community. But it's like, what does underserved mean? I think there might be a preconceived notion of what that used to mean. That's changed. The underserved members of our community are all around us. They're not just those people who look as though or act as though or have been labeled as such. They're likely people that you're interacting with each and every day.
Sure.
And so we're really just trying to create some awareness that the people who have used our program, because we've been around for a while now, and the people that we're looking to help are everyday members of our community, all ages, ranges. Some people don't have access, and some people do, but it's not enough. And I think some people might be able to understand what I mean by that.
Sure. Well, I recall it was the Quinte West home show last year, and Gift from the Heart was set up. Of course, I serve on the board, full disclosure. And what was compelling was the number of people who came by our display who, A, didn't necessarily know the program existed, or B, that they could access it. And so hopefully you can accomplish more of the same at the B-Sens game in a couple of weeks on the 22nd. So during the game itself, what can people expect? We know hockey's going to happen, but I guess what activations for Gift from the Heart will be there?
Absolutely. So one of the wonderful things that the Belleville Senators are able to do for us is we're actually going to have our mobile outreach trailer parked outside gate 4. We're going to have a rep there who is going to be able to show everybody what it looks like and how that works. Believe it or not, is as nice, if not nicer, than some of the dentist office you may have showed up to.
I've seen it. I've toured it, and you're right.
Yeah, and again, this is the type of thing that is outside the box thinking. This is the type of thing that can be replicated. And so what we're really trying to do is showcase what it is that we have and let the community know that they are eligible. I don't believe we say no to any. It all depends on those circumstances, and at the end of the day, we are always open to have a conversation. In fact, I think there might be people who might be surprised what would happen if they picked up the phone and gave us a call.
Not only that, but I think a lot of people to be surprised at what other health issues can creep up if oral health's ignored.
Absolutely. So, I can speak to that on my particular and personal journey. It wasn't up until about 7 years ago that I wasn't necessarily as healthy as I am now. And that's because I didn't take quite as good care of myself as I do now. In fact, I had access to executive level benefits, but one of the things that I had was a struggle with asking for help. I was kind of not taking care of myself, and the idea of going to the dentist meant that I was going to have to face the music, and that created a fear in which I wasn't able to overcome. Now, a lot has changed personally, but the thing that these people have going for them is they've been able to step over that first hurdle and ask for help. And so it is entirely up to us to see what we can do to do that. And to get back to your question, dysbiosis or bad bacteria in the mouth, which unfortunately is common in most everybody, and that is the type of thing that could actually lead to inflammation in the gums, which leads to cavities, tartar, all of these things that actually can lead to further issues, weakening the immune system and such. And so we're working with a company and a product called Prevora that really, it's like a coating, and it helps, it's a preventative measure. So for those who might not be able to get a cleaning 4 times a year, this is the type of thing that can really benefit and be proactive. And we're just, again, looking for an avenue to pass this information along. And we're going to start word of mouth. We're going to get one person in, we're going to get the second person in, and we're going to start talking to them and letting them talk to the rest of our community, because it is real and it is happening, and we just need a platform. That's it.
Jimmy McLean, gift from the heart, Belleville Senators, and of course, you know a lot more than just how to fire a sandwich together at Flossie's, too.
That is absolutely correct, friend. One of the things that I have found in this journey since moving out to the BOQ is the community members who are just willing to stop, talk with you, share. I have learned so much from micro conversations and such, as far as Flossie's goes, that holds a sacred place in my heart. Make sure to stop by 250 Sydney and give Kyle a shout and grab a sandwich. But I think Jimmy and the BOQ and Gift from the Heart, Belleville Senators, and awareness, we're just getting started.
Right on. So it's the 22nd of March. It's who are they playing? Do you know?
Laval. So this is one of our big rivalries. We have a doubleheader Friday, Saturday. It's been one of the great bouts that we've had this year. Always a full arena, and we expect the same. We've been recently inviting out all of the dental offices, orthodontists, anybody who's like-minded to help create that awareness. We really believe that it's going to be a kickoff for a wonderful summer campaign. And at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is help our community members. And so, like in the great entrepreneurial fashion of BOQ, we're keeping it local and we're shopping local. And we're here to tell you guys that we're here to help, and we exist, and we have for a while. So give us a call and let us talk.
Right on. How do people find you?
Well, they can jump on our website. We also have a telephone number that they can call, and there's no shortage of way to get in contact with us.
Good. Jimmy McLean, you're in charge of community outreach, and you're a community liaison with a Gift from the Heart, and it seems to me they found the right guy for that job.
Absolutely. So, big energy, love to talk. Anybody who's bumped into me can attest to that. And again, some people might be wondering, okay, Jimmy from Flossie's, Jimmy rides his bike around Belleville, Jimmy, even the in-game host for the Belleville Senators, but like, why is there any credibility with you in a charity? And again, it goes back to, my personal journey and how, the issues that have currently with my mouth and, some of the work that I am doing currently right now is the reason why I believe that if we can find an opportunity to get our services to some of the community members, we're going to see a real change. We have already started working with some, there's a wonderful example of an entrepreneur who owned a burger joint out in Trenton, or Brighton, excuse me, and this is a business owner. This is somebody who, adds to our local economy, who's an employer. she's afraid to smile with her teeth.
Huh.
She went so far as to, she got a grant from the Brighton City Council to get things started, and this is one of our our success stories. And it's everybody. It's so many different people. The first night we opened the truck, I had a conversation with a wonderful woman whose son dropped her off. He's a paramedic for Hastings, Prince Edward County. And his mom had to come in and use our services because of various reasons. And that was the type of thing that, like, on day one, minute one, is like, okay, now this is real. Now this is doing something. This is helping. And for a community that has welcomed me and provided me an opportunity to carve out a life, this is the least I can do. And I'm excited and energized to get that work done.
And I would imagine for people hearing your story and the stories of those you described, probably brings along a sense of comfort, disarms people to maybe act in their own situation, and that's good.
Absolutely. I think if anybody is on the other side of any sort of self-work, healing, they might be able to relate to a statement like, it wasn't until someone shared their story with me that I felt vulnerable and ready enough to share mine. Or they had a conversation with somebody and they said something that reminded them of a thing that they've only ever thought, and that they're not the only one. That is a kind of a universal trend in recovery or in healing, and I think that is one of the kickoff points to what we're doing here, which is, let us tell you about what we've already done, not what we intend to do, but what we have already successfully done and grown, and let us tell you about how we're going to elevate to the next level.
Friday, March 22nd. Learn more at the Belleville Sens game. How do people get their mitts on tickets?
Oh, well, that's an easy situation to fix, guys. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you right now. My name is James McLean. I go by Jimmy. I also help out the Belleville Sens with ticket sales. If you guys want to give me a call, my phone number is 416-303-3374, or you can just get on that Belleville Sens website and click tickets.
Jimmy, you said earlier you wear many hats. Why you'd wear any and cover up that perfect hair is a mystery to me.
Well, friend, that is a wonderful compliment, and I really appreciate it. And, as somebody who's had the salt and pepper for many a year, I can tell you this: I've grown it myself.
You show off. Look at my head. You show off.
Sorry about that.
All right, Jimmy, I'd tell you to stay busy, but you've already got that handled. Thank you for the light you've shone on Gift from the Heart today, and good luck with spreading the word on the 22nd of March.
Absolutely, Paul. Couldn't appreciate more spending some time with me today.
So you told us how to get in touch with Gift from the Heart. I'll let you pump your own socials there too. Where do people find Jimmy?
Yeah, so if you're interested at all in seeing pictures of my cat or other things that I'm doing, cooking and such, hit me at Jimmy by the Bridge on Instagram. Otherwise, you just bump into me at the mall or on the corner there, just having a good time. That's it.
You're just getting warmed up.
That's
Don't
it,
slow
folks.
down.
That's it.
All right, thanks, Jimmy.
Here we go.